Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And I love my cup mug too because it's so cute. So you can get you a cup mug at lanagscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Unless you live in Brazil, then get it at your own risk because customs between the two countries are not our friends right now. So thanks. But everybody else who's watching, it'll get there to you. I promise you that. Sure.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I wanted to go with something green because Brazil. So I'm wearing my Jessica Wilde shirt. Yes.
Mhm.
I love that drink, it says. At the bottom.
I love that shirt.
Thank you. Also, I think she was a fifth placer, right? In season 2? She was fifth place, or was she fourth place? I don't remember. And she also left right before the finale in All Stars 8. So, perfect person to wear a shirt for today.
Or
And hi, I'm River, your Brazilian correspondent here on the Cup. And today I am being very Brazilian and I'm drinking some Guaraná because I need something to sweeten up my day after watching this episode.
River, you said something about this season and that you all have a saying down there. I would love for you to repeat that, please. Because
Right.
it's so real.
It is very real. So we have a saying in Brazil where it goes, this party became a funeral. And this is how I feel. I love everyone at the party. Everyone at the party.
Yeah, party's great.
But it became a funeral. Honestly, it's been tough.
Yeah. I didn't think going into this season that we would end up here because I was so excited about everything, and we have been excited about everything up until
A couple weeks ago.
Then it was like, oh. So now I'm like, yes, the finale is
Wrap it
next
up.
week.
Wrap it
up. Let's wrap it up because this was interesting.
At this point,
Wrap it up. Ready to go. I had a great time, Brazil. Vacation was fun. I drank a lot. I partied a lot. I need to go home and get into bed and rest because I'm tired. That's how I feel about it. It was a great vacation. Now I need to go home and get in my own bed because I miss it. So, but it's been fun. It was a fun ride.
oh, for sure.
It
I
has,
still
yeah.
love the season. Like, even though I have my, complaints, and there are many, I still really enjoyed watching the season. I still think this cast is incredible. I still think the season was good, but it's just upsetting. I think it's a lot of wasted potential. That's why I'm upset. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I was telling River before we started recording that last week I was kind of the defender of the show. I was like trying to be optimistic. Oh, maybe this is why. I said, maybe they had to do a double Shantae because they wouldn't know if the next one would be double Shantae worthy. And I also said, and maybe they have to make sure that they have a top 4 because it could be like a Lipsync tournament in the final 4, which based on the preview, not happening. So
what was the reason?
Yeah, so I tried to defend you all, but you all proved me wrong.
Every
tomato.
Oh, I was like, we'll talk about it, y'all. We're gonna talk about it because, but before we do, if you've been here before and you are you have watched us and you have already subscribed, thank you. We appreciate you so very much. I know we seem a little down and complaining today, right now, and I get it. You probably are like, come on, people, suck it up. We'll get it together. I promise. I promise. But well, the initial thoughts. But if you're new, I'm sorry for the complaining. If you're new, we do love the season. We love the girls in the season. But we do. We like for sure we love them so much. I hope it works. Yes, there you go. It works. We love them. Um, but we just
Choices.
had
Good
choices were
choices.
made this week. But if you are still rocking with us, and I hope you are still rocking with us because we really truly appreciate you, and you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button on this channel and all of our other two channels
Not
that we got.
unsubscribe.
No, do not unsubscribe. Don't do that. Don't do that. We if you're mad at us because we complain, we're sorry. We didn't mean it. We didn't mean it.
We
No,
take it
we
back.
actually we'll take it
Okay.
back.
Look,
No,
we'll have
actually
plenty of nice things to say
I'm
about
about to
this
say
episode.
actually we
Oh yeah.
meant it, but we'll have a lot of stuff to balance it out. So please don't unsubscribe. Um, and then if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe because we got a lot of fun things going on this channel because this is our channel where we talk all things drag and drag race. So we're wrapping up with Brazil. We're getting ready to start UK soon. We're in the midst of Slays Royale. Um, something
España
else is coming.
soon.
Espana is
España is
coming soon.
coming.
So
Dragula
we
Titan
Dragula
soon.
Titans is coming. So we got a lot of drag and drag race related shows coming your way. So please subscribe to this channel. If you're a fan of TV, competitive reality television, At the Cup TV is where you need to be. And if you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, At the Cup ESC is the place you need to be. Because we got a lot of stuff going on those channels as well. TV is lighting up. It took a little bit of a break. Not really. It took a dip. Let's just say we lost a couple of shows, but guess what? Three more shows are about to start up again, so we're not really breaking that much. So, and then we got some fun things going on our Patreon from the TV channel. If you're a fan of traders, mhm, just know in our Patreon we got some things coming your way. So check that out as well. Yeah, so check out all of our channels, subscribe, help us out. We got a mission to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year, and we would appreciate your help. Follow us on our audio podcast link. That link is in the description below, as well as our Patreon, which I talked about, and all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Engage with us, follow us, do all those things. And if you ever thought about being part of a podcast and you said, I want to talk about drag race or drag or television or Eurovision Song Contest, this is the place for you because we are looking for new people to join our panel, especially on TV. I mean, but yes, but drag too, but especially on TV. Um, Hit us up in our on our Instagram DMs and at the Cut Pod, and just let us know, and we will get back to you as soon as we possibly can because that's where you can reach us fastest. So hit us up. We're looking for new panels, new POVs, new voices. And ladies, I'm gonna do this plea for me and for River. We would love more she, her, they representation on this podcast, more feminine energy on this podcast.
Please.
We love everyone here. We do.
Just to balance it out a little bit.
But we
Just
would
to
love
balance
a
it out.
balance. We would love a balance. A lot of us feminine energy would be great. So, ladies, femmes, femme presenting, femme love, whatever. Come, come join
It's
us and talk.
nice
It's
here. It's
nice
so
over here.
nice.
We it's see, even our him is saying, "Come join."
Yes, I love the ladies, but not in that way.
Right. Right.
Just, oh, I love it. I love that. I love
And
it.
I love the ladies in every way.
Every way. I see you, River. I see you. I see what you mean. I hear what you're saying. So, and I just love the ladies because I'm a girl. No, just love us. I just love us. So yes, come join us if you like. Hit us up in our DMs, and we will get back to you really quickly. Okay, I talked enough about all the other stuff. Let's get into this episode because, well, what an episode it is. We come back into the workroom and nobody's gone. Everybody's here because that lip sync was so double Shantae worthy. It was so good. Nobody had to leave.
Groundbreaking.
Well, something we have never seen before.
It was good.
It was fine.
It was all right.
Somebody could have went home. That's just my personal opinion. That's just me. Somebody could have went home, but they didn't.
No.
And so therefore we have our top 5 still here. And it was funny how Poseidon and Melina walked in together, and nobody else was there for a good minute and a half. And I'm like, where everybody else at? And they like just celebrate, like, wow, we're here, we made it, woo! And they're like, where's everybody else? And then the other 3 walking like,
Whatever.
okay, whatever. And they're like, we're still here, you can't get rid of us. Da, da, da. And Melody was like, oh, but when I had a double Shantae, we had a problem
Y'all were
with
like,
it. Y'all were mad, chirping about it. But when you do it, it's all okay. No, like,
I see how it goes. I see.
Right. It's okay when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Okay. All right. But they were like, oh no, I loved it. I wasn't mad at you. But then Melina's like, but I was mad at Desiree too. It was like, girl, y'all are crazy. I thought it was funny. Ruby Knox, the shadiest queen you are. Don't ever change, because she had me rolling in this moment. She was just like, well, I guess if you're here, y'all here, whatever. Like the way I can't even remember what she said. But what she said made me laugh so hard. And then she was talking about her 2 badges, of course, 2 badges. Congrats to Ruby. Why did they have to write on the?
But also, oh right, the mirror.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a first? Like writing on a mirror
I don't know,
with
but
everybody
I just-
present?
I don't know, but I
Yeah.
thought it was so funny that Poseidon misspelled a word, and Ruby
You
called
were.
her illiterate, and it was so
Literate.
funny. I love.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then they didn't put the K at the end of a word.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the part where Ruby was cracking me up was when she was talking about like, oh yeah, I could make sure RuPaul keeps me. Yeah, like I know what
that's
to
what
do.
made me
you
laugh.
know.
She
She's
said,
like, I will
she
take
said
care.
someone's going around sucking Rue's, you know
Mhm,
what?
mhm,
Because
mhm.
and she was like, and Rue, if that's what it takes,
I can do
I
that.
mean, call me out.
She was
I'll
like,
And
I
you
can
don't
do
need
that.
to, Ruby. You don't need to, apparently.
Well,
No, you can just go and win it all yourself, because
but she said what we were all thinking. Let's be honest. I mean,
I was like, somebody is doing
she said it, not me.
somebody
I
favors.
speak for Georges.
I just like, somebody's doing some favors around here for some people to just still be here.
Something's going on.
Something's afoot.
Something's up. Something is afoot.
Something is afoot around here, and but they going back and forth, a little shade going back and forth between all of them, except Bhelchi, because Bhelchi is too sweet. Bhelchi is not gonna say nothing. Bhelchi's like, it's fine. It's what it is. People, they made
Happy
it.
to be
Congratulations. Happy to be here. Happy to see you. And so Mellody ends up erasing. This is my favorite line. Mellody, they were like, "Wait, no, you can write something on the mirror too." Melly's like, "Oh no, darling, I don't write on the mirrors. I just erase them." And I was like, "Ooh,
Well,
work." I mean, period. But then they get undressed, and it's. I just was like, okay, because I was still a little salty that 5 people.
right. I
Still
was like,
there.
it's too many people.
Right, still very salty
Something's
about
not.
that.
I was like, it's not sitting right with me. And it's like, whatever. Anyway,
I can't dwell on it.
I'm
because
jaded at this point. I'm like,
Me
I don't care
too.
about the results anymore. I'm just like, I don't care. It doesn't matter anymore to me.
Doesn't
I just
matter.
want to enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy the challenges and the drag and everything else about the
Mhm.
show. But like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna put in my head to just not care about the results, because what's the point? I'm just gonna enjoy what we get and like
and just enjoy
not
the
get
show.
emotionally like because
Yeah,
it's just too disappointing. I can't.
it's a lot. So we get back in the next day. Everybody is Ruby has her 2
The
badges on her
sash?
sash. I was
Yes, the
like,
top Pernambuco
stash,
drag. I'm like, yes.
here
Yes.
for it. She guys are set. And then they're like, well, the last person that has 2 badges went home. So maybe. And Ruby was like, won't be me. And so Mellody broke it down very interesting in a way that I was like, period. She was like, look, people who had 2 badges went home. People who had 1 badge went home. People who had no badges went home. So guess what? We all on the chopping block. And I was like, very true and factual,
Yeah.
actuals, like actual factual. That's the truth. Like, what are we talking about? And Melina was like, well, what? You mean me? I was like, girl, I'm saying about you. This is not about you. She was saying every single one of y'all could be on the chopping block at any point in time. Calm down. Like, I think sometimes Melina be looking for a moment to jump in and say something so she can be on have a TV moment. But I was like, that wasn't it. That
But I love
wasn't
her.
it.
I love her for
But I
that. I
like
love her
her,
for
but
that.
that wasn't it, girl. That wasn't the moment. But yeah, but they before they can get into anything too deep, the alarm sounds. Greg comes on the screen, and Greg is talking to them about it's drag queens everywhere. I see what you're doing. I know what y'all doing. It's drag queens everywhere. Drag queens here, drag queens there, drag queens hiding in plain sight, drag queens everywhere. And I'm like, Greg, what are you talking
The
about?
cryptic message. I can't with the messages. It's too
It's like,
much.
what are we saying? What do we mean? But anyway, drag queens are everywhere, apparently. And then so Greg comes out looking fabulous as Greg always does, out of drag. As they say, get more and more naked every week. And I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
live.
I live for it. I
Not
need Greg.
complaining.
I need Greg to come out in some shorts next week in a crop top. Like, I know it's a finale, but you've been coming with less and less clothes every week. It's time for some shorts and a crop top. But
Yeah,
mm,
Ruby wants Greg to come out in a thong
and it's all.
so she can floss with it. Like Ruby,
Yes.
you are maybe the horniest queen ever. I love it.
Yeah.
Live. But we do get a mini challenge. We didn't get a mini challenge last week, so I was like, oh, we get a mini challenge this week. Cool. They have 15 minutes to get in their best jail drag.
Prison, honey.
Prison, honey. I was like, cool, okay.
It
Poseidon
was
does not.
what did I think Greg said? Orange is the new drag.
Ah,
Say
ah,
that.
okay. Period. Poseidon does not like 15-minute drag. She's like, I don't like 15-minute drag because I don't look good when I do 15-minute drag. And I was like, well,
But that's kind
true,
of the point. But
I guess. But I thought this challenge was
fun,
fun. It was fun. It was a
fun,
cute, fun little challenge. But it
goofy.
was right. It was sponsored by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So of course we get the message from the face of Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I was like, cool. Oh, every
Sure.
every time they do it, I'm like, sure, great. Love the marketing. Good on y'all. So she gives her message. Good luck, everybody. Okay. They go do their. They have the pit crew drag them in and puts them in front of the board so they can take their mug shots. And that is the challenge. Just take a picture
I
with your mug
think
shot.
um I think Melina was being Butch was fun.
Hmm, hmm,
Um
hmm,
Mellody coming in like being dragged on her back, like on her
hmm.
back, kind of like twerking almost, like being held by her legs. Like that was really funny.
Hmm.
I didn't really like anything she did after. I thought it was all right. Um and I think Ruby like horny in like licking the pit crew was really funny. Like that was I love the way that she played it up. And she was like being arrested for sucking married man's ass. I'm like, yes,
Hmm.
absolutely, I live.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and then Bhelchi being like saying that she was being arrested for her shoe choice of last
Hmm.
the last.
Hmm.
That was genius. That was so smart. I love that idea. So I really enjoyed Ruby and Bhelchi. Honestly, were my favorites.
Those were my favorites. Those were the two that I wrote down because they were significant enough. I was like, yeah, I like the stories they presented. They both were funny.
Yes.
They both really fit their characters. So I was like, yeah, one of them should probably win.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe I'm the odd man out because I like melodies too. I'm just
I mean, I don't think I still think she did good, but
Mhm.
I liked her
I just
too.
didn't
I mean,
remember it as much.
Lala Quatcha
right.
the long name that she gave.
Was
I
that
was
the one
like,
they threw her down? They just kind of tossed her.
yeah, well, because she was
No,
on
I
her.
think that was Bhelchi that they
Oh, was it
tossed her.
Bhelchi? Okay.
Yeah, Bhelchi got
Right? 'Cause
tossed.
Mellody came in with her butt.
They
first.
had her
Mm.
feet, and yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the story of the Lala Kuala Lila 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 Lila. And then she did something, but she did something with the Lala Kuala Lila 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 Lila, and then the Lala Kuala Lila Lila Lila. I was like, okay, so, but I was just like, I just thought back to all the crazy the Frilla names that we have over here, and they were like, oh, black people in these names that they come up with, it's just these long, crazy, ridiculous names like Frilla or Razzmatazz or Shasha Kwanda, whatever. I just thought it was funny, but I guess Greg thought it was funny too because Melody
Yes.
ended up winning the mini challenge, so good on her.
Her fourth
And
one.
her fourth one, like she might not be winning all the Maxi challenges, but she is definitely the queen of the mini challenges this season.
It's
And
like,
she won some money.
is that over half
Yeah.
of them or half of them?
I think I don't remember because
Probably.
not every episode had a mini
Right.
challenge. so I
She
don't
won the
remember how
first
many
3
there were.
The
episodes.
first three in a row.
And then
Yeah.
the first
And then
3 and the
now.
last.
Yeah.
And when she was announced the winner, and when she was told that she was gonna get money, the way that
Mhm.
she snatched her own wig and was just like swirling it around, I'm like celebrating. I'm like, I live.
Period.
Mhm.
Period.
I'm not
I
mad.
love that. I'm
I'm not
at
mad
it
either. I'm not mad. It's a mini
Uh-huh.
challenge. It doesn't
It's-
matter. Like
Yep.
it
Look,
really
she
doesn't.
won money from it, so it's all good for her. It's good for
It's
her.
not like she was the worst, so it doesn't really
Right.
matter.
Right.
Yeah.
But then we find out what the Maxi challenge is going to be, which is a makeover challenge with the pit crew. So then the rest of the pit crew comes out, and Melody gets to choose who she wants, and she gets to choose who she gives all the other people to. Um, I was like, oh, good to know these pit crew people. That's so great. They have names. They're not just bodies in
Do I remember
speedos.
their names?
No.
That's a different no.
I, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. I don't. I don't even think I
I
remember.
was happy that they were all Brazilian.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was
I was
nice. Because I'm like, I want to hear those stories.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's yeah. So I was glad. And they were all very like into it and like excited to be there. So it was, a good choice. And all very good looking.
Mhm.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think.
Very good looking, and like you said, willing to
And
just
nice.
involve themselves into the process. Nobody was like, I don't want to do that. That's not me. No, everybody was open and willing to do everything. So I love that.
Yeah. And almost all of them are gay or queer too.
Yes.
I don't know for sure about everybody. Like I don't know for a fact about Melina's partner, but pretty much everybody else was pretty open about that. So I thought that was cool. Can we make pit crew members gay again? Because there's too many straight ones on the US franchise.
I mean,
Doesn't matter.
I was say they want straight people want jobs too.
It doesn't matter, but I like it when gay men are thirsting after gay men and not straight men who are trying to appeal to the gays of gays, I don't know. That's just my
Sure.
thing.
I mean, they could be
I see that.
allies.
I guess so, but like, do we need Bryce to be the head of the pit crew in the USA? At least Bruno's doing it now.
It's Bruno. It's
It
not
is now, but it was Bryce for so long.
right. I mean,
Sorry that straight men are hot too. They're hot too.
if they can be
They
drag
are.
queens and contestants on the show, why can't they be pit crew? I mean,
I guess.
not majority, but like some,
We can do
I don't know.
it's a room for everybody in all the facets of the world. We can all blend together and thirst after each other, straight or gay. It's okay. It's all right. Well, but I do.
They know why they are there, so they know.
And they
don't
know what
care.
they know what. Look, they probably
They
like the
know what's
attention.
going on.
They might not be all the way straight.
Maybe not.
We don't know.
That's not for me to judge or
That's none of my business.
None of my business. I want you to live your life anyway. So, but yeah, I do they were there and they were willing and happy. So she ends up picking the order for everyone. And everybody seemed fine with what she said. Bhelchi was a little like, I mean, I wish you would get somebody smaller for me because I'm a small person.
Mhm.
I was just wishing.
There weren't
But
really smaller options there.
I'm about to say, I
Not
think it was
really.
one dude that was kind of small, but like not really a lot of.
Not really small, just smaller
Yeah,
than the
smaller
others.
than the others. They were all big, beefy, big
Yeah.
men. They were big, strong men,
That's the whole
strapping.
point. So it's,
Hello. But yeah, everybody and everybody did. I didn't think she did anything to like try to sabotage anybody. I
no.
think she was very fair about her choices or whatever. And so everybody was happy with who they got.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty
yeah,
fair.
so they go into talking to
Yeah,
everybody,
talking.
getting everybody ready, get a consultation, if you will, because
Well, before they did that, they walked the runway.
well, of
Or
Or
course,
was it
'cause
during or
They
something?
played with boobs.
they played
Yeah,
with
they
boobs.
played with the boobs first, and then they
They
were
played
like,
with
"Oh,
boobs.
let's
They
do."
were
They did like
walking.
a little runway.
Yeah, of course, because
Yeah,
that's what you
cheering
have
them
to do. You
on.
have to show,
Yeah, to show
can you
off.
walk in heels and can you do this? And most of
And
them
they
were
were
pretty
all
decent. They
great.
were really good.
They
I
were
was
all
like,
good.
oh, they're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Ruby said everybody loves slipping in heels, and I was like, not me. Like I have no desire to wear heels. I've heard that they're uncomfortable. I've seen people that are new in heels struggle. Why would I want that for my life? I'm good.
It
They
looks
are,
beautiful, but I hate it. But it's horrible.
yeah. I hate heels,
It's the worst.
but they look great, and then so you want to wear them, but you hate to wear them.
For a picture, or like a
Yeah.
dinner where you're gonna be sitting down most of the time.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
definitely. I told I'm getting heels for my nephew's wedding, but that's because I'm be sitting down most of the time anyway, and then I'm bringing my flats with me because
Absolutely.
absolutely would not
For
be wearing heels
dancing.
all.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you
Just
could borrow
waking up.
Bhelchi's 1-inch heels.
I don't need those babies. Those are just ugly all the way around.
They have been burned, I bet.
I hope so, because no. But yeah, heels are great. They make your legs look so good. Your calves be popping in them. You look stunning. But then after a while, you be like, let me get these heels off my feet. They're killing my toes. But yeah, they all look good. They seem to be having a good time walking,
Mhm.
doing their little catwalks and playing with the boobs and. I was waiting for the conversation. It didn't really happen. So
Yeah.
I was
Um,
always waiting for that conversation. I always do.
I like the part we saw Ruby have her guy try on the tassels and see if he
Right.
could shake them. And like immediately he's doing 360s.
Right away.
You're like,
And let me tell you, Ruby's partner, oh my gosh. I don't know. Ruby is so horny. I don't know how Ruby was not just like humping him the whole time because he's so freaking hot. Like one of the best looking.
I mean, she kind of alluded and joked about, maybe cuddling with him in the hotel
In her
room
dreams.
that night. Who knows?
I'm about to say you never know. We don't know
We don't
what they
know.
was doing behind the. I
On the way to the bathroom, one's going, one's coming. Who knows?
I mean,
Hopefully both coming.
oh
Well,
in the end,
that's the best case scenario.
all I know is that some people seemed a little bit more comfortable at ease with each other the next day. I'm just saying, some people seemed a little bit more comfortable around each other.
Bonding definitely happened in some way.
I'm just
Allegedly.
Everything's alleged. It says it right there. It says it right there. But they just seem to have a good time. Anything else in the workroom, that stories that were told or conversations that were had that we want to bring up, because it was a lot of talking.
Yeah, because we had the talk with Greg, right? Like Greg came in to have everyone, like every pair, like come to the table. I loved when Bhelchi came in with her makeover and Greg was like, "Oh, what are you planning on doing, like about the body proportions?" And Bhelchi was like, "What do you mean? Do you think our bodies look different?" and she's like, "Don't answer that. Don't answer that. No." I thought that was so funny. Poseidon taking a list of names for Greg to choose. I was like, I don't know how. I don't think that's bad, but I don't know how I feel about that. That was weird to me. It was a little weird. But I liked Pussy of the Sea as a name, as one of the names. That was my favorite that she
I
brought.
kind of like that one too.
Right? But I think my favorite part was when Mellody told Greg what name she had chosen. And Greg was like, why Vox? And they were like, oh, because of like music, whatever. And Greg was like, well, Mellody, be careful because the last Vox that competed on a show didn't win.
Oh,
I love the shade. I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Because after Greg won, Ada Vox came for Greg. And so now she's like, you know what? After all these years, I'm going to. I
have a
love it.
platform
I love
to
a
get you
petty
back.
queen. Love
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, I also thought it was
Of course.
interesting that Mellody said this was her not only her first time putting somebody in drag, but she doesn't have a drag mom of her own. She's like,
I was like,
you're the only drag mom I have, Greg.
right.
that was weird because I'm like, I was under the impression that Marcia Pantera was her mother, but I think she. I don't know. I think they're. I've heard that they're drag family, but I thought she was a mother. I don't know if maybe they're like all drag sisters, maybe, or like, or maybe Marcia adopted Mellody like after she was already a drag queen, so kind of like she didn't really like get her started in drag, but like she kind of maybe adopted her after. I don't know, really. But I also thought that was weird. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But if she said it, I mean, who am I?
She would know. I'm about to say she would know.
Right. Yeah.
But
Right.
I just think I mean, maybe Mellody came in here like, I'm solo dolo. I'm just doing what I do. I love drag. And so I self-taught drag queen. And that's fine. You don't have to, if you don't have somebody to mentor you. And if she did, and she got on this show without all of that, that speaks volume to how good she is. So work.
Yeah. And then we had Ruby, and I think she had my favorite name for her partner, Ruby and Stony. I thought it was really cute. And she was like happy that was going to be pinup because like that's her thing because she does like cabaret and burlesque. And she is the mother of house. So she's like comfortable with that. I'm like, work. Love it. And she seemed like very confident with like, she knew exactly what she was going to do. She was like, this is mine. I'm ready.
Yeah. Also, like Greg was like, you noticeably seem shy as far as Stony goes. And Stony's like, I will be nervous on the runway. So that had me very worried for them. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens.
Right. I'm like, maybe they thought they would be, but like maybe once you get in like the full drag, something changes. I bet. Right.
And I think it also
definitely.
Yeah, it also helps having somebody who's experienced being a mother that probably knew how to, I don't know, like completely
give the talk, like advice. Yeah.
Make him feel as comfortable as he could.
Yeah, I think it's definitely that what I like to call performer instinct to happen, or something happens. Like you could be so nervous, like getting prepared for a performance or a show or whatever, but that, like I said, something clicks when you get into that final stage. And it's for, I guess, for drag queens. I heard a lot of drag queens say, when I put on the wig, I know it's that time. Like the makeup is there, you're doing your full makeup, and it's when I put that wig on, it's like, okay, it's showtime. I'm you change into that person. Beyonce talks about it when she is so nervous before she performs, but when she gets into that last minute stage and she's like walking to the stage and about to get on, Sasha Fierce takes over, and then she turns into a whole nother person, and it's like, okay, it's that hearing the roar of the crowd. It's that moment of, all right, it's go time. I watch
the
wrestling,
energy shifts.
Right. I watch wrestling, and a lot of wrestlers say they get into the zone when they stretching and ready, but it's right when they hear they music hit, that switch hit, and it's like, okay, it's performance time. It's time to go. So I get that, and I think you're right. He probably felt that nerves. He probably felt all the energy, like, I'm gonna be nervous. I'm gonna be nervous. But as soon as he turned around in that mirror, and after everything happened, and he put that wig on, and he saw it, so he was like, oh. I'm feeling myself. I'm so, hold on. Is that
You look good.
wait a minute, I'm cute. Like it's those reveal moments. I know for me, if I get full makeup on and I don't have like
Oh,
somebody else does it,
mm-hmm.
when somebody else do it and then they do that final okay turn around, I'm like, oh, oh, this is me. Oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
cute. When you get your hair done, it's like, okay, okay. So I do. I felt the nerve for him. I was like, uh-oh, Ruby. But then, like you said, we'll see what happens. It's just like
Yeah.
that switch just click for people, and it's so good. I love seeing it. But
Yeah. And we also had Melina like being a little worried that of how to work with like the muscle
mhm,
of
mhm.
like him being so muscly, and she was like she didn't really know how to. She was worried about that aspect of the challenge, right? Um, but like I saw when they went to talk to Greg, like her makeover was feeling it already, so I was not
Mm.
really that worried. I'm like, oh, they are in the zone.
Yeah, he said he
Mhm,
felt like a brand new person immediately
A
when he
brand
put
new
on the
woman.
heels. Yep. Mhm.
mm,
Mm-hmm. Brand new woman.
love that.
Absolutely.
Um, but anything else?
Now we come in the next day.
Just yeah, on the next day, on elimination day, where Ruby was joking about having cuddled with the pit crew allegedly.
Yep. It's shaving day.
Gotta take it all
Oh,
off. Gotta take it
yes.
all off.
And it's getting ready and talking and getting the stories, right? Because we had Bhelchi asking her makeover about like being a teenager and like all of the experience of being a gay and coming out, all of that. And then everyone kind of, not everyone, but a few of them, we
Yeah.
got some stories from the
It was
makeovers.
it was kind of like a montage of Bhelchi, Mellody, and Ruby, all of their people telling their
Yes.
stories. So
Yes. We had Belky's makeover talking about like thinking it was all in his head that he was gay. And Melody's makeover was talking about being outed to his whole family during a family event by another family member. I'm like, damn,
That's messed
damn.
up. It's
That's
so messed up.
I mean, but they also said that today they're like good with their family, so I'm glad for that. But like, damn, that's a
mhm.
lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and Belki was talking about like that we grow up being taught that we need to accept everything just because it's family, and kind of like
Mm-hmm.
having to get out of that and find a line between in between. And then Ruby's makeover was talking about how his father didn't talk to him for like a year after coming out, and then they even like dated a woman to try and like please them, and it didn't work. And they're
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what,
Do
whatever.
it.
Yeah. But that also today, that was like a while ago, but today they also have like a good enough relationship, and I'm happy for the parents coming around
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
after like an initial negative reaction.
I
Mm-hmm.
agree. Speaking of coming around, though, we do have a walkthrough with Ruby, where Ruby goes up.
Right.
She takes her
Coming
time
around.
going around to each of the of the pit crew
Yep.
members and like either caressing them or sniffing them from behind, and I'm like,
Yep.
Ruby,
So
Ruby is
good.
so Ruby is so wild.
I
Ruby
love
I
is
Ruby
so
so
love
much.
her.
wild. I love her. Her energy is so crazy, but I love it
Exactly.
so much. Like Ruby is saving a lot of my complaints because she's so freaking funny. That I'm
Carrying.
like she's
Mhm.
literally carrying because I'm like, oh, she's so funny. Like who does that? Who is doing that to every person in the room? Just
And everyone is
and they're
like, all
all
right,
okay
go
with it. Like
ahead.
so because she's so funny, she makes people feel like very comfortable. And I think that's a lot to do with her being the mother of a house. She knows how to just make like first lighten the mood because they are nervous. They are not drag artists. This is not something that they're used to. So yes, it could have been it might maybe it felt a little tense. And then the conversations that were having, it could have felt a little it's like, you know what? Let's lighten it up. Let me go sniff on you. Let me go
Like
caress
it's
you.
all fun. At the end of the day, it's
It's
all
all
fun. Like it's
fun. It's
supposed to be fun.
like
Yes, it is
relax.
serious,
Everything's
but like,
okay.
let's have fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that. Like I said, it's very nurturing, and being the mother of a house is probably the reason why she can be that way, and can read a room and understand what it needs and what needs to happen at that moment. And she's just so funny. Ruby wins this
So
season.
charismatic, so funny, so like, I
Look,
love it.
Ruby wins this season. I'm elated. I'm elated if Ruby wins this
That
season.
would be
That's what I'm hoping for.
a pretty strong winner's circle so far for the spring dress.
Absolutely. But I think we're there. I think we have talked
I
about
mean,
all
it's
we need to
time.
talk to. It is time. So
We've
I think we
sniffed
gotta go
everything
there.
we need to
We
sniff.
sniffed it. We did. We sniffed it all. I sniffed you both. I caressed you both. It's time to get to the runway.
Everything that
Mhm.
needed to be licked has been licked.
I licked it all. We're done. We're good. We're good. And you both
Yes.
tasted delicious, by the way. Anyway, the judges. We have
Lovely.
Melissa. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
we didn't talk about Melody's reaction to hearing.
Yes, and we'll talk about because
Right.
Melissa Benkini is here. She was on Drag Race Italia, which I watched her season and I loved her on that season. She was my favorite on that season. Sorry, Lena. But she was my favorite on that season, and I was so happy to see her here. And Melody, oh, she felt look, Melody was me because if I wasn't being someone they said Melissa Bikini was here, I was like, but she had a really good reaction because she really, really loves Melissa. And so
Mhm.
she was just so excited and like in a very like she admired her. Like it was really I loved it. It was very touching.
It was very
Very
sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Melissa's very special for me, Lana, and Logan. She was our collective number one draft pick. We've never done that before, but
Never
we
did
all
that.
knew that it was like an awkward number of queens on Italia. So we're like, hey, what if we all have the same number one and we just share her? So we did.
Mhm.
But I want to tell you all this story. So I
Mhm.
went to DragCon in London this year.
You
And
did?
I know.
I did
shocking.
not know that. I had no idea.
But I was in the press room almost the entire time. So I was at the whims of whoever came up. And I knew Melissa was there. She never came up to the press room, though. I think it has to do with the language barrier. She's not great with English. So the last day, after everything was all wrapped up, I was getting my stuff. I was leaving. And I was walking down the long hallway of the convention center. And I saw Sissy Lee, who was on Drag Race Italia. With Melissa. And so we started talking because she's been on the podcast before.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm so sad I didn't get to meet Melissa. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, she's actually going to be heading here soon to meet with us. Do you want to meet her? And I'm like, yes. And surely enough, within a few minutes, Melissa was there. And I got to tell her how much I love her. There were people translating. She was so sweet. And it was just amazing. I got some great hugs from Melissa. And it was one of the best experiences for me. I just love her so much.
I love that.
I love that. I'm very fond. I hope you told her how much we all loved her too. Thank you. Because love Melissa. She was one of, like I said, favorite. We just love. She looks great. Everybody looks great. This panel this season, y'all been
It
eating
looks
up.
good.
The panel has been doing well. Now, how do I feel about Greg and this big hair? I'm not sure.
This is probably my least favorite look she's had this season.
I think so. I think
the
this is
bar's
my
high.
least. I think this might be my least favorite Greg look too, because I'm not feeling this wig as much. But I don't know. Because you
I'm
know,
gagged right
because
now.
I'm telling
You're
y'all when I first saw
I
this,
love it.
when
Go
I
ahead.
first saw this and she came up, I was like, she looks like Georges.
Mm-hmm.
Literally to me, she looked like Georges. This whole thing, this outfit,
Season 14
this
Georges.
hair, I was like, she looks like Georges. But then I was like, but she looks like Georges. Like
She
that
kinda
is what I see.
I mean, now that you said it, I'm like, yeah. I see it.
Yeah,
But
it even
it's-
makes her look tiny, even though she's
It
not the
does.
shortest person there.
Right. She looks almost as like, but is the outfit bad? Not really. It's just, it's not my favorite out of the Greg looks. Like, because Greg has been killing it this season, eating week after week after week. This is probably my least favorite of Greg, but it's still not bad.
See, it's funny because it's not my favorite, but I loved it.
Mhm.
When she came in, I loved this hair. Love this hair on
Mhm.
her, and the color especially. It's so beautiful. But this top, like the fabric, the color, the fabric, and the detail work on this top especially, I thought was so beautiful. It is simple in a way, but I still like it's fabric choice to me means a lot.
Mhm.
And I really like this. Even though it's simple, I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Bruna's nails, especially, like she looks beautiful, but the nails, I live.
Mhm.
And Dudu,
All of the jokes.
okay. That the highlight of this episode for me were all of the jokes about Dudu's outfit, and I am going to talk about all of them when the time comes because
Okay.
it was thank you, Dudu. I love the look, but the jokes, I live.
Yeah. I was wondering if the translations we got were
Mhm.
like Americanized translations or if that's actually what was being said.
It was very close.
Okay.
There's one that was like you can't really translate it, and they did the best they could, but it's very specific. But yes,
But collective, they all look great. Collectively,
Yes.
this is a great
Beautiful.
looking panel. Good looking.
beautiful.
Yeah. But let's get into
It's not
this
about
run-
them today.
No, it's not. So we are not having a look over here this week because it's 5 looks and they're all a part of the challenge. So we don't think there's a need for a look over here this week. So we're gonna do everything here, everything right now. So let's get into the first one. The category is pinups makeovers.
Can I? Because we didn't talk about this before. Like, I don't like when they have, well, not every time, but I tend to not like when they have a theme for the makeover. I don't really enjoy that unless it's a very open theme. Like, I don't like when it's very specific, like a specific aesthetic. If it's like a color or a theme, like, I don't know, music or like something, you know what I mean? Like, or animals, whatever. Like something more broad, I think is fine. But like, for example,
Not luchador.
right, that, or like pinup, which is something that favors someone that has
Mhm.
already that aesthetic, as you know what I mean. Like
Mhm.
if you have an aesthetic that is very far from this, it is a lot harder for you to do well in it. You know what I mean? Kind of, it's an uneven playing field, I think. And I don't know. I just like to see the queen's point of view, especially when they have to put their drag, something that is so close to them and represents them, on someone else. Like, I want them to have a little bit more freedom to do that. But with that being said, that I just wanted to get that out of the way because it bugs me. But
Ooh.
that's just me.
I mean, everybody has the right to their own opinion. Up first, we're gonna go into uh this is child. Oh Lord, Bhelchi. I don't know why that slipped my mind. But this Bhelchi, I can't remember her partner what the name she came up with, Bhelchi.
It's Bhelchi and Josie
Josie.
Furacão, which is Hurricane, which
Hurricane.
would make sense if it was like Mercedes Vulcão's daughter, not. But I'm like, I don't mind the name, but like, if you're a one name drag queen, like, wouldn't it make sense for your? Like, I don't understand the two names. Anyway, the name is whatever. It's not really a big deal.
Let's
But
talk
like,
about
I was
the look.
confused. I was confused with the why, like why the name. But
We'll go and talk about this look.
I think the silhouette is cute. I think Bhelchi's look is a lot better than her makeovers. I like the makeovers look. I just don't think, like, I think it was Melissa that said that I like the looks separate but not together.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that I really didn't like about the makeover is this wig, the color specifically. The styling is fine, but this color of wig, no. But I didn't think it was bad. I think it was my least favorite. And the presentation was fun, but like the gray with neon doesn't really work for me. But still thought it was fine.
Yeah, I agree. This was the most uneven for me when it came to quality of looks because I thought Bhelchi's was so much better. They're actually really similar as far as silhouette goes, which is cool. But I just wish that they were a little bit closer when it came to quality. Yeah, like I don't know. For me, it's kind of tricky when you do kind of colorful rainbow type of looks because they can come across kind of cheap or clownish. And I think that's kind of what we got from our partner. And also when it comes to pinup type of wigs, I think there are wigs that are timeless and they can fit all eras. Like Violet Chachki pulls it off. This is a pinup type of wig that feels very outdated and aged, especially the blonde one. So these were my least favorite wigs that anybody had too. So I was a little disappointed. I do think they still look good, but just it kind of it paled compared to everybody else.
Yeah, I didn't. It was too disjointed for me. It was just too disjointed with the looks. Great silhouettes, just too disjointed. And I agree with you about the wigs. I'm not a fan of that. Of the blonde one, it makes them look old, and it's just like okay, not a fan of that. Um, yeah, my least favorite of the week was this runway look.
But still not bad.
Not bad,
Yeah.
but
No.
yeah, scores.
I gave it a 75.
I gave it 70.
I also gave it a 70. We move to Melina Blley.
And Melina Blley, which I love it.
Mhm.
See, this I think was very well done. It's simple, right? But very effective. I like the theme that she went with Kangasu, which is to represent her culture. I love that it's very similar, but they are still different outfits. And the styling is different, like what they have with the hair and the not headpiece, but like a crown and hat that they have is
Mhm.
different. It's like they're walking. It's not the same look, but they are like walking the same collection. So I think this was very well done. I do kind of agree that I think the makeover looks better than Melina, but Melina still looks great. But I kind of do prefer her makeover's look and styling overall. But the only thing is the fit on her makeovers, especially on the back, was kind of ill-fitting, but that's, it's fine. I think this was good overall. It was my safe, my, middle.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we have identical rankings for everybody this week.
Yeah.
I think we do.
Yeah, this was my third as well. Actually, if I were just looking solely at the makeover partners, if it was just going off of looks, this might be my number one. I think her makeover partner looks great. I really like the outfit. It just kind of feels like she was her own afterthought. Like we kind of saw the opposite of what Bhelchi did, where Melina looks worse. She still doesn't look bad, but it's just kind of like a simple bodysuit. So I wanted a little bit more. I'm glad that they are not identical, but they're still clearly in the same family, even with the complexion difference. That was not a barrier at all here. So I thought she did really well, all things considered.
Yeah, I think she was. I mean, I was expecting Melina to just beat her partner to the gods, and she did that. But I feel like she took so much time doing hers, she didn't have time to do her own self to be her own self to the gods like we used to. I don't know. It's a lot that is
You got to put on your own max before
right. You got to put on your own mask before you put somebody else. Like you have to. But no, I don't think it's like I said. It's not bad. It's not even bad. They look like I said, same family. If they were walking the runway with like the same collection, get it. They look fine. I just think she put in the effort on her partner, which I love and appreciate because it makes the partner feel comfortable and look beautiful and all of that. She was just like, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna do this, so I can always beat myself later, whatever. I don't know. It's cute. It's fine. It's simple. It's safe.
Yeah.
Of course.
79.
79.
78. Work.
Hmm.
Ruby Knox. Stony Knox.
The best of the week. The looks are beautiful. I love the concept of the two flowers. The only like small issue is when they were coming in, like before the reveal and everything, like the bra. I understand it's what they had, but I just wish that it was a bigger, like a larger bra, so the titties wouldn't look so close together on the makeover. But that's literally that's the only thing I could clock. This hair is so beautiful, and the makeup is just, it's perfect. The styling, like everything about this, and the presentation was so much fun and so dynamic. I loved the reveal to the tassels, and then like I thought that was kind of it. But then when they started like playing fight with the petals, and it was so much fun. It was so entertaining and beautiful, and I loved it.
Yeah, I really like this too. I like that they both had flowers, but they were different kinds of flowers. At first, though, when I saw it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about these gloves and these like stockings, because just the color just was kind of like, I don't know. But what set them apart, actually, what set my two favorites apart was the storytelling element. I thought their storytelling element was the best. Her partner seemed incredibly comfortable. I didn't get any nervousness. For first, the revealing of the tassels, that was fun, and then pulling off the petals. It was just so entertaining to watch. It made they're not the most extravagant looks, but it took it over the top with the performance.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The performance sold everything. If there was any imperfections, the performance outshined those imperfections because they look great. The wigs, the makeup, like Ruby did the doggone thing with that. She knew what she was doing. And like you said earlier, River, when people have a theme and it suits them, it's easier for them to pull it off well. And Ruby leaned into what she knows how to do. And you can't get mad at her for that. She didn't pick it. They
Nope.
just happened to throw it on her lap.
She's playing the game.
She's playing the game and it works. They look great. I like the green, like the stockings and the gloves, because I was like, yes, they're flowers and they have stems and the stems are green. And I thought it just played perfectly with what they were doing. I agree with you about the bra on the makeover partner, but it didn't matter because once they took it off and it was the tassels, it was what it was at that point. So I just thought it was brilliant. I think they played it up so well and they look great. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them very much. Scores.
86.
86.
Ooh,
90.
nice.
I really like them.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, Poseidon Drag and her
Also
partner.
very good. Well, this is the one that I didn't really enjoy the name. It's Poseidon. I'm like, sure. Anyway, the looks though, I think this is
Mhm.
great. I think it's the silhouette is simple, but it's detailed. It looks expensive. It's very well thought out, like the details, the placing of everything to give like the silhouette. I love what's the name? The feathers coming out. I think that's cute. The like black and white. Everything in the details is so good. And I think the presentation was fun. I love the pearl necklace, like the playfulness of that. I think it was fun. I think it was a solid second place for me. Yeah, I think it was very good.
Yeah, this is probably my third favorite as far as, actually maybe even fourth favorite as far as the looks go. I think the looks are a little simple, but it really, like Ruby, it was the performance aspect that really put this over the edge for me and bumped this to number 2 overall. There are like I really like all the pearls around their necks. I thought that was a good aspect. There's something about the black fabric for her partner that I wish it was a little bit darker. It was like this like almost gray color, and I kept like wanting it to be darker so the white on it would pop more. That was my only like real nitpick as far as the look goes. But I just had so much fun watching them like fight over these pearls. They just entertained me, and that's what I wanted.
What I liked about this look was the fact that they were similar in silhouette and similar and almost similar in look, but they had their differences that I liked, like more white for Poseidon and more black for her partner. The white stockings and the black stockings, the black bows, the white polka. I
Like one
like
is
those.
bows and one is hearts.
Right, right. I
Mm.
like those subtle differences. I like that they played with colors not to be super matchy matchy, like identical, but they were like fraternal twins. They look alike, but they got some differences, and you can tell the difference. And I appreciated that. And I do agree with you, David. The performance aspect boosted them up for me as well because I thought it was a fun performance for them. But the look was simple, but I also think the look was effective. So I liked it.
Yeah.
Of course.
82.
81.
85. And last but certainly not least, Mellody Queen.
Um, the makeup on the makeover is criminal. Prison honey for the makeup, especially the eyebrows. It was very bad. The
The
look is
real
not so bad.
eyebrows.
I
Mhm.
mean, no. But the looks I don't think it's bad. I think
Mhm.
it's simple. I think it's it's more of like storytelling of like a day at the beach, all of that, like sure. And the styling, like I like the head wrap that Melody has. And then the funky glasses. I think that adds up. But I don't. Did I say that Bhelchi was my least favorite? Because it wasn't. She was my second least favorite. This was my least favorite. Um, I think it was it was almost serviceable. I think it was a little bit below average, but it was okay.
Okay, we don't have the same rankings then because this
Mm-mm.
was my fourth
Okay.
favorite.
Mhm.
I think the looks are really cute. It's a good concept. This is another one where they're not identical outfits, but they're the same material, and you can see the drag family resemblance. So I thought that was good. I think they were at a disadvantage based on when they came out because they just came out after two different pairings that had such a clear and fun story. And so that was setting my expectations high, and I wanted a story, and I really didn't get much of a story from this. Also, at first, I when I saw the partner, I was like, with the glasses on, I'm like, she looks like Latoya Jackson to me.
Oh my god.
I could not like get that out of my head, and I actually kind of wish she had kept the sunglasses on though, because it was once those came off that you really saw the flaws, especially when they did the close-ups later on. I'm like, oh yeah, not the best, but I still liked it enough. But I wanted a little bit more like fun elements to it.
Yeah. I think I'm with you, David. I think the color and the way it's like I think the color looks great on both of them. I think this is such a fun fabric, fun, idea. It looks good. I like what they were going for. It was just so many other elements were not right about it that it kind of just is like, okay. Okay. It's not it wasn't for me, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't my best, my favorite. I'd like Melody's look a little bit more than I like her makeover partner's look. I wish they would have had something like the head wrap. Even if you didn't put it on a head wrap for the makeover part, put it on the scarf, like wrap it around it. Something to connect that would have been so good. Um, but yeah, I'm not
Or
gonna
just
talk
like a
about it.
headband, you know, like
Oh
just
yeah,
a
a
little, like
headband,
a little bow.
right? Like
Or
take
like
it, do
around,
do
or
a
if she, I
bow.
don't remember if she had it, because I don't remember in the runway, but it looks like she has like space buns. Maybe like a
Mm,
little bit of the fabric around the space buns, if she has that, or
maybe
like
something
something.
to add it, something to tie it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't talk about the makeup because y'all said enough. It's
I mean, she
not.
does have like this, like a top or skirt that's the same fabric, but
Yeah.
because it's that
It,
orange.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit more, but it wasn't the worst to me. But anyway, scores.
69.
Nice.
Nice. 75.
I too gave it a 75. Work.
Yes.
So the judges do their critiques. Now let's talk
Feedback.
critique. Let's talk feedback. Let's talk critiques because I felt like the feedback that the judges gave was fair.
Yeah,
It
I've been
was
so used to like
fair.
disagreeing with so much that
Right.
this time I was like, yeah.
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 What took the show for me was Greg, like I said, Greg and Bruna
Mhm.
shading to do with the look. When Greg called him Mickey Mama, Greg is the winner of this episode. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
you're going to have to explain what that
Yeah.
means
Because
because we
I think
have no
that's when it
idea.
said Chewbacca.
Oh, so but she said something about like Mickey, because I think it's well, it was because she kind of did look like Mickey.
Like Mickey Mouse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It didn't
Uh,
tell us Mickey Mouse
Yeah, I
at
think it
all.
said Chewbacca.
Oh, but that was another time.
Oh.
It was during like when the girls are in Untucked and they're having like the talk only between the judges. That's where they had Chewbacca.
Mhm.
We had Bruna saying, "Oh, Marley and me are on the same page." I
Oh.
screamed. I screamed.
I heard Marley, but I didn't get it.
Marley and me. Scream. And then Chewbacca, and we had Kiss backup dancer as well.
Okay.
Which is, yes.
We also had Lassie for English.
Lassie,
Yeah.
Snoopy, Pluto, and Clifford the big red
Clifford
dog.
Big Red Dog. Okay.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
They
I
were
missed a
on
lot
it.
of those.
Okay, they
I
were on his
live.
they were on Dudu's neck.
And he was living.
He
They were
was.
living for it. They were into it.
I
It was
love
so
that.
good.
They
So
were
good.
on their neck. But yes, I agree with you, River. I was so used to disagreeing with the judges on things that I was like, oh, I was ready to be like, I don't like that. But I was
I
like,
was like,
oh,
no.
no, you're right. I agree. I kind of agree with everything they said about everybody. I was like,
Mhm.
mhm.
Pretty fair.
Yeah, I think the standout moment for me was when Mellody was getting her feedback,
Mhm.
and she just kind of broke down because she's just declared to Greg, "You're my mom," and she's in front of her idol Melissa, and she's getting this negative feedback, and you could just tell like this is the worst time for that. Like she did not want this in front of Melissa, and I feel that
I
like
get that.
I completely would feel the same way.
Mhm.
So my heart really went out to her. Like I felt so bad.
And Mellody
Yeah.
wears her heart on her sleeve. Like she is
Mhm.
not afraid to be vulnerable, and I love that about her. I am very much the same. I relate. But I love that Mellody was like, I feel bad, whatever, and she was like, I just hate, because she was like, I know that I failed today,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
love that Greg was like, no, wait a minute, because what you're not going to do is sit here in front of me and look me in the eye and tell me that you were a failure. You are
Mhm.
not, and no daughter of mine will ever be a failure. And she was just like being a mother, and I loved
Mhm.
that moment from Greg
Mhm.
so much. Love it.
Mhm.
She was talking about in an interview about how like the hardest part for her of doing the season is having to do the eliminations, because she said, I cannot see these girls as products. And I love that. she ate with that. For me, I love Greg because she said after the elimination, I go and like she talks to the girls and like she's very much sees them as like peers, you know, and I love that.
Yeah. Melissa crying too.
Yes.
I mean, it never gets easy. It's never fun to send somebody home, especially if they've been working really hard to do something. It's never
Yeah.
it probably never could be easy. But we do anything else in the okay.
Oh
So
no,
we do
we have Untucked, but
yeah.
nothing really happens.
So we do have our top two of this episode, which was Ruby Knox and Poseidon Drag. Sure, that was
So
fair.
Yes.
So let me say, we've seen the pattern all season where whoever survived a lip sync, even a double chante, has ended up in the top the following week. So technically, this is the first time that did not happen because we have Melina not in the top. She's in the safe spot. But we can say every time the person who survived the lip sync was in the top 3.
Very
Which
true.
is crazy. Like this must be the only season the entire season that happened. That's wild.
Yeah. But our winner is Ruby Knox.
Yes.
Very deserved.
Very deserved.
Absolutely.
She should. And we just said that Melina was in the safe spot, which put Mellody Queen and Bhelchi in the bottom 2. We said this last week. We said this, and this is fair. This is honestly fair. They deserve to be in the bottom for this week. But we said this last week. We were like, yeah, they're gonna have to find a way to put Mellody and Bhelchi in that bottom for whatever reason. But they put them in the bottom, y'all.
I mean, I will honestly this is just how I feel. This is the impression that I get is that they just wanted Bhelchi. They just wanted to get rid of Bhelchi, and they didn't really have a reason. I do agree that today she was in the bottom 2. Yes,
absolutely.
But after Ruby, she has the best track record out of everyone that's still in the competition, and then I guess we'll get into the lip sync.
Because we'll talk about this lip sync because this lip sync was something interesting for me. We talked about it before we got on the air, but this song, I knew the song, and I was like,
kind of.
no, I knew the song.
Well, not this song.
I knew this
not
song.
This version, but yes.
Not this version. But
go.
I knew this song because when they started playing it, I was like, "What? It sounds so familiar." But then when they started singing it, although in Portuguese, so I'm like, I don't know exactly, until they got to the follow me, follow me, follow me, love me, love me, love me. I was like,
Shy Guy.
Wait a minute. This was a song that came out in 1995. So I was very much in my teenage years. And so I'm like, I know this song. I love this song. Shy Guy is what we called it.
Yeah.
And so
3 years later,
against the Brazil,
Fat Family was like, you know what?
I like that song. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Yes.
Fat Family, I say shout out to y'all because that was our one-hit wonder for her. And I don't know if it was a one-hit wonder for y'all.
Not really. But it was their biggest hit. It was the biggest hit, but not really.
Well, okay, but shout out to Fat Family. Y'all ate up with that because this was a good song. I would have bit off of it too.
And it was a huge hit here too when it came out. Their version. So I love it. It's a classic in like weddings and family reunions, everything. It's just
family reunions. Yes, family reunions.
When it started playing, everyone's singing, dancing, like it's just a good time.
You put on a 90s hip R&B soul playlist, that song can come on.
This has been on many a playlist I've made. The Diana King
party
version.
anthems. It'll come on in there. But yeah. So I was very excited, number one. And these two women kind of ate this performance.
The song started and they were
in sync. They were in it. I'm talking about in it. They were in it. It was so both sides, kind of just like both of them ate it up. They were doing their own thing separately and was doing really, really good. They both knew the words. Nobody was missing a beat. They were into it. My Melody walked all the way back to the back of the stage and popped her head
It
out into
popped the
the.
head out
I
when
was
the
like,
lyrics started. That was
yes.
so funny. That
I
was so
was
funny.
like,
The
yes. It
one
was
thing
so
though, I was
good.
like, I agree with everything you said. The one thing that I was like, it's Melody doing a dip on the first beat of the song. I'm like, can we? I mean, it was good. It was executed well, but I'm like, do we need to do a dip in the first 5 seconds? I don't
I
need
think
it.
it. I mean, I feel like it was like because you know how when the song comes in and goes boom, da 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 da. I think she
Yeah.
kind of wanted to do the musicality and step
No, I
going into.
understand why. I'm just saying
I didn't mind it.
I I don't know. I like a performance to build
Right.
personally, but
I
I
didn't.
think
I
everything
didn't want you
else
to
after
mind.
that, I thought she did great.
Yeah.
Had a great performance.
I like that they, like I said, was doing their own thing separately and was good and was doing their thing. And then when they came at the end, when they came together and was singing together or performing off of each other, I absolutely love that. It was it was just such a good moment. I really enjoyed this performance. For me, I was so upset once this lip sync ended. I was so upset when the lip sync ended because I was like, they are about to send one of these girls home for doing a double Shantae worthy lip sync.
Yep.
And we just saved two people last week, and one of them could have went home. And we could have
After
just had
an
a double
okay lip sync.
hey
Like,
lip sync. It was fine. This was double Shantae worthy. This is the one you'd be like, who wins? Who loses? I don't know because they were both equally good. And that was not the case. I was so excited during the lip sync, and I was like jamming and like walking. But as soon as it was over, I was like pissed. I was like, no, I'm mad because I know what's about to happen. I know what they're about to do, and it makes no sense to me.
I'm mad. I'm
But
upset. Like, I think this was the second best lip sync of the season and of the franchise. Um, and I think it was very close. I think it was very, very close. But I personally enjoyed Bhelchi's performance a tiny bit more.
mm,
I think because of two reasons. I think because it was the second time we were watching her lip sync, but it was the first time that she was lip syncing for her life. And so I think, I don't know. I don't know. I just was more excited to watch her perform, but I still think Mellody was great. But I don't know. I think Bhelchi built the performance a little bit more, and I don't know. I just enjoyed her a little bit more. And I think with that, and also with track record, like considering both track record and the lip sync, I would have, as much as I love Mellody to pieces, I honestly, I don't see how Bhelchi lost this. I don't see it, but that's just me. I'm upset.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you all have said. I don't need to get redundant here. Yeah, this was actually my favorite lip sync of the season. It edged out the Brazil lip sync just by a hair. And I do think most of the time while I was watching the lip sync, I thought Mellody was winning. But then after it ended, I kept thinking back to the most memorable moments, and it was Bhelchi. Like especially like her like flipping her head to the side. So it was really close for me. And like River, I probably would have kept Bhelchi just based on the fact that this is her first time being in the bottom two, and Mellody unfortunately has been down there a little bit more. So, and it was close enough that I would have gone by track record, but I didn't want either to go.
Right. This time, I would not have been mad with a 5-person finale. Even though it would have been like half the cast, like it's fine.
I
The cast is so good,
almost thought
I
it was a
wouldn't be mad.
possibility.
Yeah, I think it would have been fine. I would have been fine with it, honestly, more than with what we had. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yep.
But they decided they were not going to do that. They were not going to save anybody. They were not going to do a 5-person finale. And they
Mhm.
did what we said last week they were probably going to do. And they got rid of Bhelchi for no reason at all.
Boo!
Honestly.
Tomato.
I was
Give-
not very happy.
Give her a fast pass to All Stars.
I mean, but I will say she is coming out of the season as the robbed queen, fan
Mhm.
favorite, a crystal that needs to be protected at all costs. Like, she didn't win the season, but she won the people. So, you know,
She'll be back.
losing may be the new winning. Who knows?
Mhm.
That usually happens. That
Right?
usually happens. But
In her speech, when she
her
was, I was in tears. When she was like, Mellody, congratulations, you were the first one to hold my hand here on the first day. And she was like, I'm so happy for all 4 of you.
love
I
her.
love
What a sweetie.
Bhelchi.
What a
I love
miscongeniality.
What a miscongeniality.
Love-
She's definitely going to be that. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be Bhelchi, and it'll be deserved. I love her.
Yeah.
But yeah, we look. The top 4 is the top 4, and
It is what it is at this point.
it is what it is at this point. I know who I would want to see as my top 2. I don't
Mhm.
know if that's going to happen, but I know who I want to see as my top 2. But
Who would that be?
Ruby and Mellody. That's who I
Same.
want to see in my top 2. I like
Really?
Poseidon and I like Melina, but I like Ruby and Mellody more. I feel like that will be a top tier final lip sync. I feel like that will be so entertaining to watch. And I just like them. I don't have any hate or dislike for the other 2. I just really like them.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you, Lana. And also, like, I know we have talked a little bit about track record, but just because they have a track record doesn't mean we have to agree with it. And
Right.
I think Mellody
Right.
is the person that's been slept on the most. Like, there are times where she could have won a challenge and she didn't. Especially that was the first
The
episode.
first one. The
Yeah.
First one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think her track record should be a little bit better than it is. But yeah, I think not only taking into account how well they did in challenges, but how well they have impacted with their story and their personality. It's a clear Ruby and Mellody top 2 for me.
I mean, yeah. I'm like, yes, but also because honestly, my top 2 that I wished would be Ruby and Bhelchi, but with the results that we have, I'm like, yes, Ruby and Mellody, but also I like Melina. I'm like, I
Mhm.
would not be mad. I don't think like she doesn't have a badge, but also she has been very consistent and good in like different areas. So like I it wouldn't be my first choice to have her in the final 2, but if it does end up happening, I'd be like, yeah. If she does, like, I don't know if what they're doing for the finale, if they're having anything like before they
Mhm.
decide who the final 2 are going to be for the lip sync, but depending if we have something for the finale that will make a difference in the decision, I could still see Melina.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean I don't like Poseidon. It's just I don't see her winning necessarily, but I think she has done a very good job in the competition overall. But I don't know. Anything can happen.
I could see Melina like really coming out with an incredible final look.
Mhm.
Right.
Because when we were seeing kind of like the recaps of everything they've done throughout the season, I'm like, yeah, Melina really is the runway queen of the top 4. I think
Mhm.
Adora is overall, but Melina might be second.
from the finalists,
Mhm.
she's the best package, I think.
Yeah.
Well, her and Ruby, I would say.
Yeah.
Like her and Ruby
Yeah.
have the best like runway package, and Ruby has the best track record. So like I don't know.
I wouldn't be mad to see a Melina there, but my preference is not to see her there.
Yeah.
So that's just.
I would love to see Mellody.
And I have a
on the
clear person I want to see win. It's
Mm.
I mean, we like
Yeah.
to talk about who we think will win and who we want to win. For me, both
It's the same
instances,
person. It's Ruby.
it's got to be Ruby.
It's Ruby.
It's Ruby.
It's Ruby.
Ruby's winning this season, in my opinion, and like deserved, honestly. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
be mad if she does. I mean, I would be ecstatic if she does, and when she does, because I'm just claiming it. I'm calling it. She winning. But if she doesn't win and it goes to Mellody, let's say, I wouldn't be mad.
Right.
If it goes to Melina, I wouldn't be mad. If it goes to Poseidon, I'll be a little sad, but not disappointed.
I
Not
would be
mad.
confused. I wouldn't be mad. I would be
Right, I'll be
confused.
like, choices is what I would say. But all four of them, look, they all did what they need to do to get there. So I feel like everybody deserves to be there. If they have made it there, they deserve to be there. And whoever wins will be a worthy winner. And that's my final thought on that.
Some will
But
be
I-
worthier than others.
Yes,
Well,
but
but
yes,
see, the
but-
response online has been like the Brazilian fans as well have kind of a similar feeling. Everyone's like,
Okay.
you know, it should be Ruby. It's
It-
Ruby, and
yeah, it should be, and if it is, and it should be. But I will say, I'm excited to see Organza come back for her
Mhm.
final walk. I'm excited
Right.
to see her do that. I'm excited for the finale. Yeah, we complained a little bit and was like, it's time to wrap it up. But yeah, I'm still excited about the finale. I do want them to wrap it up, but I'm excited to watch them wrap
Yeah.
it up. So
me too. And even with my complaints and everything, and like
yes.
I didn't really enjoy the last 3 episodes, like this one and the 2 before.
Mhm.
But before that,
I
everything
was all
was
in.
I mean, it was really good. So like it will average out to me as like still a good season,
Mhm.
but I'm just like, what could have been? You know what I mean? But hey, there's still room for growth. So we'll
Absolutely.
see. Season 3 is happening for sure. So we'll see what goes on with that. Anyway,
Absolutely.
at least
But-
today's lip sync song choice was great. I'm happy.
It was a
with
good
that.
lip sync song.
Yeah.
It was a good lip sync song. And on that note, we are going to get out of here because we got more things to do. So thank you all for joining us on this journey. We truly, truly appreciate you. If you have not subscribed already, please hit the button right now. Subscribe to this channel and all of our other channels. All those links will be in the description below in our link tree. So subscribe to those channels. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow us if you like. Do you see that they're scrolling down there? Follow us on all of our on the socials if you wanna. If you're interested in joining this podcast, hit us up in our DMs on Instagram. Let us know you're interested. We would love to get all POVs from all over the globe. We're trying to be global. Just know we are a US based podcast, so you do have to speak English because that's what we do. So that could be the caveat. But if you do and you want to be a part, let us know. We truly, truly appreciate you. And don't get your cup mug at lanagscreation.etsy.com. We're gonna go make more content. You click the next video, and we will see you all next week for the finale. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.